We did it, Sloppers. We crossed the 1,000 subscriber mark. We crossed the 4,000 watch hour mark. And we got this channel monetized. It's all thanks to you that we did it in just over 3 months. It took me like 10 years to get monetized on my main channel, so this is just proof that slop is the pudding, and there's proof in that pudding, okay? I'm gonna get into all of this drama today that I'm very annoyed with, but before I do that, hey, hi, hello, my name is Dan Frampton, and this is the art of slop. Here, we love slop. Slop is gold. Slop is prestigious. All of these other slop channels, they're too ashamed to call themselves slop. Not here. Here, we revel in it. Here, we enjoy it. Slop is what it is all about. We're here to just cross over the 8-minute mark. We're here just to stretch a topic as far as we can. We're here to do as little research but equal as much entertainment value as we possibly can out of any single topic. That is the art of slop, and I'm here to partake in the art of slop and elevate it to a point where people can actually appreciate the slop. Typically, we're in a world where people use the word slop to disregard content. They're like, nah, that's not worth watching. That's just slop. Why would I watch that commentary drama? Slop is what they say. They got the wrong perspective, ladies and gentlemen. Slop is what it's all about. But I have a major complaint right now. You saw the title, you saw the thumbnail. This isn't really about a celebration. I could be coming on to thank my audience. That's what I should be doing. I should be like, thank you so much, everybody. But instead of that, I'm gonna yell at you a little bit for calling me idubbbz, okay? I don't think I look like idubbbz. There's no part of me that appreciates being compared to this guy over here. Ian and Dan are two completely different names, even though they are only one letter apart. Stop making the comparisons, okay? Because what you're seeing over here on the screen in front of you is like a 20-something-year-old Ian. And me, without spoiling it, I am much older than that right now. I am actually older than Ian in real life. I got a couple years on him, if I'm being honest. So the fact that I look like a 20-something-year-old Ian at this advanced age, where he looks like this, come on, I think that I am the winner. I think that is just a dub for me. But the title is what this is all about. This idubbbz situation has got to stop. You have to stop comparing me to this guy over here. And you want to know why? It's because I am 1,000 times better than this guy over here. Sure, before he put in lots of time and lots of work and lots of effort just to deliver slop. To me, that's not wise. You gotta economize the slop. And what did you get out of this guy? Like a handful of videos, a couple bad unboxings? No way, pal. Quite frankly, that's just not enough content. That grind is not hard enough. Sure, he had a couple good points and a couple good observations, and he threw a couple of the right people under the right buses, but that doesn't mean that his slop is superior to my slop, okay? If you want a skinny white guy in his room with glasses, tearing down losers on the internet, idubbbz is not the guy you go to anymore. idubbbz is the guy that puts on boxing events, claims that they're gonna be for charity, but instead he takes the money and gets a hotel room for every single one of his e-celeb boxers, has a nice little after party, and treats them all great and pampers them like friggin' rock stars. You know what I would do? If I ran a boxing event, I would deprive all of the fighters of natural sunlight, food, sleep for 24 hours before the fight, so they came in like rabid animals. I'm stealing that idea from TNA from like the early 2000s, but that would be great. That's how idubbbz used to treat YouTubers in his videos, but now he's pampering them with millions of dollars. Nah, you gotta kick these YouTubers around. You gotta find one thing that you can criticize, overblow it, stretch it into an 8+ minute video, wipe your hands and call it a day. You gotta enjoy the slop. What are you doing spending so many months on a script, so many months on a video, and edit, and then putting it out? Oh my god, what if the video flops? Nah, that's not the way to do it. That is not the art of slop. That is how to flop a slop. And like I said, the proof is in the pudding. His slop flopped. He's not doing shit at all anymore, and me, I am just getting started. And I have 10 years worth of track record to tell you guys that I am consistent. I do this very regularly. This is what I do. This is what I have been doing on my other channel about music. But now it's time to talk about the internet. It's time to talk about all these stupid e-celebs doing stupid things, and we are just gonna start making money, making moves. It is all about fame, money, power, influence, and clout, and that's what this Slop channel is all about, my friends. Ian, well, he can have his little podcast if he wants. He can keep doing every little thing that him and his wife want to do. He can skip out on all of his best friends' weddings because his wife has tattoo appointments that she needs to make. That is not my style, okay? Now, I'm not gonna come on and put on some wimpy ass costume and pretend to skateboard and package it all together like a video essay with arguments and debates and all this sort of stuff. That stuff is for 2016. That stuff is so cringe. That is not how you slop. Right now, I'm keeping an eye on my counter to make sure that I'm talking long enough to reach that 8-minute juicy mark so I could slap a fresh ass mid-roll in the middle of this thing because, like I said, I am very transparent with how I'm being over here as it pertains to the art of slop. Ian Joma, aka idubbbz, no longer cares about the slop. No longer cares about the audience. He only cares about himself and his sick, sadistic, twisted little fantasies. So when you're here on the art of slop, you're not getting a version of idubbbz. You're not getting like Timu idubbbz. You're not getting like, I asked for idubbbz, but we have idubbbz at home. The idubbbz at home over here. That is not what you got. These jokes have got to stop. I've heard them all, okay? None of them are creative. Absolutely all of them are lame, and nobody is coming up with a good twist on the idubbbz joke. Some people kind of say, you sound like Matthew Lillard. Some people say, you sound like Shaggy. Other people, you sound like Beavis and Butthead. But mostly, it's idubbbz, and it's got to go because it is untrue. I just don't see the resemblance. But really, honestly, thank you so much for crossing me over the 1,000 subscriber mark. And like I just said during that whole thing over there, I am just getting started. We are just getting started over here on the Slop channel. If it's going down on the internet and it's a juicy story to tell, well, you know I'm gonna be camming up and yapping about it. It doesn't matter if I care about it. It doesn't matter which side of the fence I'm on in the subject. I'm gonna come on and I'm gonna make content about it. And I promise you right now, just like the Frampton guarantee, I will give my honest opinion, even if it is nuclear. So that being said, sometimes you might agree with me, sometimes you might not agree with me, but you gotta know it's all in pursuit of the art of slop. Thank you so much for joining me. I've been Dan Frampton, not idubbbz. Stop with these comparisons. These jokes suck. Until my next upload, watch another upload. Okay, take care and have a good one. That's how you slop, bro.